Welcome to Sports Madness TV. It's Gator here, alongside my good friend Hawk. But before we bring Hawk in, we're going to talk about the topics we got tonight. We have Hawk's NFL preseason preview, which who wants to talk about preseason? We're ready for the real shit. We're also going to touch base on the Little League softball, the Little League Baseball World Series, and we got a couple of interesting takes about around the horn with MLB because I know everybody's waiting on baseball to come to October when it all matters. But without further ado, here's my good friend Hawk. Unmute your mic, dumbass.
No.
I saw your lame message there. I didn't have time to prepare. I'm sorry. It's like ass crack past midnight here.
That's why you should leave it to the guys that do it. And but honestly, not bad. I might let you do it again here in the future.
No, I'm so proud of it, considering that, this is an equal partnership.
Hell yeah, it is.
Anyway, so what you want to start with there? The Hawkster, the
I
big.
think we have to talk about the incredible job that these little ones have been doing in this incredible little league that you have been so gracious to keep me updated about. Man, I heard that a couple of these games really went really good. Um, some of it should have been a little bit better than what it was.
Well,
And but go ahead and let me know about that, man. We'll get into the NFL stuff later. Let's hear for these little guys, man.
well,
See them in
South.
the big league one day.
Well, South Carolina's got their first team in Williamsport in Irmo. They play Thursday at 2:30. So a lot of us in this area are going to be keeping up with them. But the real thing that's the big story right now was the softball World Series that took place in Greenville, North Carolina, at East Carolina University. And the coolest thing about this was the entire ECU football team came out and supported Winter Haven, North Carolina, when they played in their game. They played yesterday. They lost by a score of 3-2 to Indiana who made it to their very first ever Little League World Series championship game. And they ended up having to play Pennsylvania today for the Little League World Series championship. But first off, I got to say, all of these girls that played in this championship, my hat's off to you. Y'all all played an impressive game. None of the four teams that played today have a reason to hang their head. Even though North Carolina finished fourth, Oklahoma finished third. The biggest thing was Pennsylvania won its very first Little League Softball World Series title since 1978 behind their pitcher, Reagan Beals, who did a complete pitch game for 105 pitches, only allowed one hitter with 7 Ks, and she recorded 2 hits in the game, which was a double. One of those was a double that led to the game's only run being scored. And oh, I don't even want to say the team because I know we are too immature to say the name because it has knob in it. For Indiana, Brayley Mercer, she had an amazing game. She only allowed 4 hits with 8 Ks. But seriously, it was nice to see in the Little League World Series for baseball and softball. You had teams that have been there, defending champs, and teams that haven't won something in a long time. And I hope that starting this week, the Little League Baseball World Series gives us as much excitement as these 10-year-old little girls that played their hearts out on that field did for the world of softball, baseball, and everything. Because Really and truly, it's just a game, but watching the kids play it really brings it into perspective for somebody like myself who has not played
Well,
in almost
I
20.
mean, when you say kids, you see a bunch of kids playing any kind of sport, and you know they're playing for the passion of it. They're not playing for a job or anything like that. I mean, yeah, maybe these kids will end up in the majors one day, but not all of them. I mean, they're out there, they're playing for pretty much nothing, just trying to go home with a trophy. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's just the trophy, just watching them play brings back all the emotions, the excitement, the the feel of when I was that age and would watch players like Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, Jorge Posada, all of those people play games and wanting to get to that level where they are. I mean, it was totally, it's amazing to see. So I want to say hats off to them.
oh no.
Congratulations.
Hey
Can't
man,
come around next year.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, kind of lost you a little bit for a sec.
But the next thing about the World Series is, and I don't know, I've never heard of this. So this was kind of crazy. I saw the video and I actually shared it to y'all in the group chat. I don't know if you got the chance to watch it or not, but did you see where the baseball players were caught stealing signs from
Yeah,
the team?
I saw that, and I was like, oh, yeah, we need to write that down for the episode because, oof. I mean, like, I want to hear your take before I give mine. To be honest.
Well, I mean, go ahead and give your take on it because I want to look up something, which actually what I'm doing.
Well,
Um, before we actually talk about it, because one thing that I know for sure is at this league that they're playing at, you cannot lead off the base. So you have to stand on the bag the entire time you're on base. You can't lead, you can't steal, you can't anything. So
right.
watching the video, one of the players on second base did this number. Now, to anyone that does not know, this is the sign for fastball. When the catcher does
Yeah,
this on a fastball.
yeah. It's like something like this, right? It's one finger, right?
Yeah,
Or is it
one
four?
in it or four.
Yeah,
But you're standing on a bag and you're just, it's not like you didn't do this, you didn't do this. You're just rotating your hand. Well, the umpire
yeah,
stopped the game and said that issued a warning. And then a couple of batters later, the same thing happened again. Well, these are 10-year-old kids. What do they really know about stealing signs in a baseball
hey
game?
man, I just do want to say this, man. Kids have gotten smarter. I do have to say that. Uh,
The way I look at it is, I
and
think
it may not, and it may be the coach telling them what to look for too.
that's what I was about
That's
to.
what I'm concerned about. Maybe it's not the kids, maybe it's the coach.
That's what I was going to say. They were only doing what the coach probably told them to do, and then acted like
Right.
you know he didn't
But
know.
heck, man, dude, like I've been there, I've been playing sports and you get that kind of creak in your freaking wrist and you gotta sit there and be like, you know.
That's the stuff.
But like,
You know, the way you look at it, you're thinking, well, you just got through batting, you ran to the base, your hands cramping, you're just moving your hand around. I think To be honest with you, I think that the umpire jumped the conclusion. I think
Maybe, maybe. I mean, maybe he did on the first one, but as soon as that second one happened, I would have been like, hey, now, okay.
well,
I mean, me personally.
give me a
I mean, because what are the chances? Only a couple batters later that same kind of
no,
movement out of the wrist.
it wasn't even a couple batters later. It was like a couple of innings later.
Well, still, I mean, like, still, what are the chances that when two nice, healthy, supposedly healthy kids, I hope they're healthy, have a cramp on the same wrist?
Well,
Like that's why I would wait until the second guy to be like, wait a minute.
well, wait a minute though. You think about it. Just the other game, they even had to in that same game they had to stop gameplay because the pitcher was about to pass out. I mean, they're playing in freaking 100 and some degree heat.
Yeah, I know, man. This summer's been rough. I hope everybody this summer's been hydrated because I know it's rough out there, ladies
You can
and
argue
ladies.
back all day long, and then what made it even worse is the fans in the stands started heckling a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah,
Like where is the we're adults here. I can understand doing it to somebody like a professional baseball player, you know.
yeah. Like who's that guy? Who's that professional heckler out now? You
Uh,
know,
yeah, I mean, I can understand it with them.
hey, Broly, I hear you, boy, like a girl.
But I mean, you think about it,
Something like
these are kids that they're just out there playing a game. Why are you gonna heckle him? You don't need that.
yeah.
I mean, you're in
I
a
mean, I have to remember in this kind of situation. I got heckled a lot when I played ice hockey back for Mount Clemens in Michigan. Um, I used to commit a lot of penalties, and I used to piss off a lot of parents because I would kind of screw up their kids. And my dad would be so proud of me, but he'd be so ashamed because he would know people would be meeting him in the parking lot. Then, I think about that, and I also think about the Bat Dad episode of South Park with Randy Marsh.
well. I mean,
I'm just making references.
I'm gonna go here with it. Um, Playing ball, and especially when I got into high school, when I actually became a star. All these other schools that we played. You know,
And
LSU's,
that was in sport.
huh?
What sport was that?
Oh, it was all the sports: soccer, basketball, baseball, all that stuff. Um,
I thought you were football.
the private school didn't have.
Pistons.
I played, but
Oh,
um, LSU's known for getting the quarterback's telephone number before they play a rivalry game, so they always get Alabama's quarterback, Ole Miss's quarterback's phone number, Florida. I mean, so schools around here got my phone number and they started like heckling me. They'd be texting that like, "Hey, you're not going to do nothing in this game," blah blah blah. Just random stuff that teenagers, college kids do. And I remember walking into these gyms and on these pitches, on these baseball fields, and it was like, there he is. It was the one thing that, if we can get in his head before he starts playing, he's not going to have a good game. But quite the contrary, it made me play better because I wanted to just make them even madder than what they were.
yeah, prove them wrong.
But at 10 years old, you don't understand what's going on.
We kind of broke up, but I can kind of understand what you said. Hope audio picked up on that. But at 10 years old, you don't quite understand what's going on. At 10 years old, I kind of did. And I would hear stories, and, because I was playing hockey back in the day, and they were like, oh, you know what? Like, this dude on this team, they said they're going to score 3 goals on you this game. And I'm like, they ain't even going to score one on me. And guess what? I held that promise. They did not score one on me. Not a single fucking one. But they're like, oh, yeah, he's the best goalie in the league, but he hasn't faced me. I'm going to score 3 goals on him. No, you ain't.
Well, I mean,
Okay. You can have that confidence. I'll just have my confidence. And that's a big difference in sports.
oh yeah, I mean, if you can walk the walk, talk the talk, back it up, there ain't nothing you can do. But I mean, like I said, again, these are 10-year-old kids that are just out there playing the game they love, trying to have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, 10-year-old kids will talk shit. I mean, they probably talk more shit than we did back in the day nowadays.
Yeah, but
Because, I mean, hell.
yeah, but look, here's the difference between that. That's them talking, not parents in the stands and people watching talking it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out this Thursday what's going to go down. I know you wanted to touch a little bit on. You want to do preseason, or you want to stick with baseball? We go ahead and cover the MLB just a little bit.
Uh, it's up to you, man. I can take over on the preseason, or you can, we can stick with the MLB since we're on that topic. You know what? Let's stick with MLB since we're on the baseball topic. We'll get
Well,
to the NFL preseason week 1 here in just a moment.
the only big thing in Major League Baseball is Cal Raleigh hit his MLB record 45th home run of the season. Top locks for the postseason are the Milwaukee Brewers, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Cubbies in Chicago, the Phils. Uh, you should love this to know your Tigers are supposed to should get in. The Padres, the Mets, but now we come to the part that is where who's going to get the wild card, and these teams are the Mariners, the Red Sox, the Astros, who beat the Yankees today. The Yankees, who have basically just went from June 13th, where they were leading the AL East, have dropped down to third place from first to third. They're out of the wild card, and I mean, hitting, fielding, pitching, base run, everything that can go wrong is going wrong up in the Bronx, and it's like watching a train wreck. Um, the long shots are the Rangers, the Guardians. I mean, there's no way for the Reds, the Giants, the Royals, the Rays, the Cards, or the Marlins to even. They're like really, really long shots. But I mean, for New York, and I'm just using them because I'm a Yankees fan, and this is what we live for: postseason baseball. But I mean, we are exactly sitting right now. I'm last time I looked, we were 6.5 back, but with that loss today, I guarantee you we're 7 games back now, which is bull crap because who would have thought the Blue Jays would have had a freaking team to even worry about? Yeah, we're still 6.5 games back out of first place, and we're 2.5 back out of the first wild card spot. I mean, your Tigers are leading their division, so they're going to get in automatically unless something changes within the next couple of weeks here. Um, Houston's really locked up their division almost, except the Mariners are a half a game back. The Mets are 5.5 back. The Cubs are 6 back on the Brewers, and the Padres have a 2-game difference from taking first place um from the Dodgers. But right now, as it looks, the Cubs are the team to get the wild card from the NL, and the Mariners are going to get the game for the AL because they jumped ahead of Boston. But I mean, we still got a lot of baseball left to play. I mean, it is. It's not over yet. We still got the rest of this month and part of next month to go until we can determine. I mean, there's still 28 games, and I mean, we're only on the 13th day of the month. I mean, the 10th, not 11th, whatever day of the week this is. And we got 28 games this month, and we got 25 games next month. So there's some chances here that things can turn around. It's just, I, I, I mean, there's a tough schedule coming here. I mean, got start Friday night. We got Red Sox in. No, excuse me, September. I mean, looking at the rest of the month here for the Yankees, the Twins tonight, starting a 3-game series. We got to go on the road Friday to the Cardinals. Next week, we got 2 games on the road with the Rays. Then we got the Red Sox for a 4-game series at home. The Nationals at home. Then Chicago's White Sox for a 4-game series. Pretty much starting September on the road with the Astros. We got the Blue Jays at home, got the Tigers at home. Then we're on the road to the Dead Sox, the Twins in Minnesota, Orioles at Camden Yard. The White Sox come back, and we end out the season with the Orioles at home. So, I mean, there's games there's a lot of games here that can be won, and we need Boone to quit ejected almost every freaking game he's coached in 5 times this season. But I mean, the path is there. It's just you got to start winning games, pitching better, hitting better, fielding better. I mean, like I said, there's a lot that can happen within these next couple of weeks.
So, I mean, that is the game.
Well, I mean, just sitting here looking at some of these matchup predictors, I mean, the Yankees are favored in every freaking game they play to win, and it's like we come out like a little league team. So, I mean, it's just it's unreal. So, I don't know, but that's my MLB take. That's where I'm at with it. That's what we got going on. Hopefully, when we film our next episode, I'll have a little bit more.
Oh, you should.
For Major League Baseball, this is just kind of a thrown together thing here because we're not professional, so we have to. This came by like the seat of my pants type deal, getting this together.
You mean we're not professional?
No, we're not.
Oh man, I thought we were.
ESPN hadn't called yet, so I guess we hadn't made the big time.
I got a call from CBS though, and they said no.
Well, I'm waiting on Joy Taylor to walk through my door in any minute, but you know,
I'm waiting for Jody Henson. So,
although I did get notification though that something is on the way from the Dallas Cowboys to my address. I wonder what that could be.
oh, I think that leads to our next segue. NFL preseason 1.
After these commercial break.
Damn it. 3. And welcome back. I hope you took a nice piss. I certainly did. All right, let's run through the quick NFL preseason week 1.
Ravens over the Colts, 24-16. Eagles over the Bengals, 34-27. Seahawks and Raiders tied at 23. Lions over the Falcons, 17-10. Browns did pretty good against the Panthers, but they are the Panthers, 30-10. Patriots whooped that ass against the Redskins, 48-18. Redskins over the Bills, 34-25. Vikings over the Texans, 20-10. Rams over the Cowgirls, 31-21. Steelers over the Jags, 31-25. Buccaneers over the Titans, 29-17. Jets over my Packers. I wore the wrong jersey today. 30-10. Cardinals over the Chiefs, 20-17. Broncos in a surprising win, 30-9. And then Sunday's game, Dolphins and Bears equaled out at 24 points. And then Chargers over the Saints, 27-17.
Well, here's a little interesting fact before we get into all of this with the scores that you ran down. The AFC South is the only team in the NFL divisions that lost every game for their teams in their division. I
This
mean,
yes.
I
It's
mean,
been a shit.
if you watched the Jaguars game, I was for certain that they were going to actually be the lone team that would have won, especially when they kicked what would have been a freaking record 70-yard field goal had it been in the regular season.
It's such a shame too, because Travis Hunter, he had such a good game. I mean, he didn't have a big impact game, I would say, but Travis Hunter, he was a little nervous walking onto that in that field. But you know what? He played a total of 10 snaps on offense. You know, he got targeted a few times. He got a couple of grabs, got a couple of yards. But then he also played a little bit for the defense as well. He played a total of 8 snaps on defense, was not targeted a single once. So, I mean, he did have a crucial missed tackle, though, so which people cannot ignore. But other than that, he had a pretty good, solid debut in the NFL. Better than most.
Well, the one thing that I watched out of on all of these preseason games was the fight between Xavier Leggett and doggone where's his man? Looking it up right now. I can't remember the guy for the Browns, but I mean, why are you fighting in freaking preseason? I mean, what do you? I mean,
I think they had some college beef to be.
I mean, what is there? Why are you fighting in preseason? I mean, yes, I saw Sanders. Yes, he threw for 2 touchdowns, but here's the thing that brings up that I'm going to say about it. Those are third and fourth string players playing in that game. You're not playing real talent out there on the field. Like you're not playing against Malik Brown or Joey Bosa or TJ.
Miles Garrett,
You're playing people that are just like
Crosby over on the Raiders.
you're playing against people that are fighting for a spot on that team just like you are as a rookie to make it onto the roster. So now we're going to look, and this week's going to be who can we cut this week? Next,
And I guarantee both those guys are going to be cut, man, because, I mean, that's unprofessional.
Oh, they're not going to cut Leggett in Carolina because he's one of their
Probably
receivers.
not.
They need all the receiving help they can get. I mean, poor old Thielen can't do it all. But the guy for the Browns, you probably just cost yourself. I mean, you just made yourself look like freaking Draymond Green with the Warriors. I mean, who wants to take that risk of you being a team and that happening? I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it's the way it is. I mean, another. I mean, yeah, and here this is my take on not not taking
Oh,
from
this
the.
is what Dave Canals said. The the current Panthers coach has said you can't have that. As soon as you throw the first punch, we're at a disadvantage.
Well, here's my thing.
Jenkins, who eventually ripped off against Allman, was also ejected.
Well, here's what I got to say about this, and I'm not trying to take anything away because we are all football fans. Yes, football is back. Yes, everybody can rejoice. But the thing is, preseason does not really, unless you are a fantasy football player and or you are just a diehard fan of this team and you want to know everything about every player that is on your team so you know what you got going on.
Very true.
I mean, some of these people that are playing right now, you're not going to know who they are in the regular season.
But there is one person I do need to bring up. Kind of cut me off. Shador Sanders actually played a pretty damn good football game.
Wait a
Throwing
minute.
for 2 touchdowns, 138 yards, a 60.9 completion percentage, average of 6 yards down the field. And he rushed for a little bit too.
Oh,
So
I was just looking to see if Bull was in this chat. I mean, he's been riding his dick for a long time, kind of like LeBron.
well, dude, come on, bro. He's big news. All day I've been saying, why has he been drafted fifth round again? Because he went into the draft with horrible attitude. The day of the draft, he was like, I ain't never going to play with a team that doesn't draft me. And then he ends up on the Browns. And we know how Browns treats quarterbacks.
Well, not just that. Who wants to put up with his daddy?
Send his dad back to fucking Colorado. Because they need all the help they can get without Travis Hunter and his son. Oh. I'm surprised he's not a part of that fucking damn, there's a dog. But I'm surprised he's not a part of the Cleveland Browns trading staff now. Literally, I'm not.
Oh, I promise you, he's got his hand in it somehow.
Probably. It's just not public.
I mean, I figured if anything, Jerry Jones would want to bring primetime back to the doggone Cowgirls.
Well, there was a big theory that Sanders was going to go to the Cowgirls, but they still have all their faith in, Prescott. I
Oh,
don't
well,
understand.
well, I mean, they also got a lot of faith in Michael Parsons going to stay there too, but,
Hey, what Jerry Jones said, he's not losing sleep over it.
why lose sleep over it when you can go out there and get about 10 more of Michael Parsons in one go?
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, Why would you want to play for the Cowboys nowadays?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even want to acknowledge that I'm a fan of them.
Are you telling me something here?
No, I'm not.
Are you a fan of the Cowboys?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I tell you,
Okay.
who I'm a fan of though, and it would be really cool if they actually saw this video. So this is my little shameless plug to get some. But the person that's not really a person that stole my interest in the whole off season is Toro, the mascot for the Houston Texans. So if the Texans actually happen to find this video, please, we would love for Toro to at least appear or send something, because he actually kind of stole my heart in the off
It,
season.
it would honestly be great if the three of us, possibly four of us, could all ask Toro one question each. And it will be a yes or no question.
On one condition. He's got to act like the coyote from Looney Tunes and hold up a sign.
Yes, of course. But it would be great. I'll even dress up like Bugs Bunny to do that.
Well, what we got coming up in week 2? Have you looked at it yet? Do you have any kind of things that you're interested in watching again? I guess the Sanders watch part 2, Hunter's second game.
Well, all right, since you asked. On Friday, we have Tennessee versus Atlanta and Kansas City at Seattle. Saturday, we have Miami at Detroit, Green Bay at Indianapolis, New England at Minnesota, Cleveland at Philadelphia, Carolina at Houston, San Francisco at Las Vegas, Baltimore at Dallas, Los Angeles at Los Angeles. They're going to have to travel far for that game. New York against New York, Tampa Bay against Pittsburgh, Arizona against Denver, Jacksonville against New Orleans on Sunday, along with Buffalo at Chicago. And Monday we have Cincinnati against Washington on everyone's favorite network, ESPN.
Well, looks like we got a pretty big week ahead of us. So I'm going to say good night, everybody. It is coming very soon for me to have to leave again, unfortunately, because I have to be an adult. But
Yeah, we need subscribers and likes and comments. So this guy right here can maybe quit one of the two jobs he's working. Come on, let's help him.
I know, right? Just help me out. This is we're starting something new here on Sports Madness TV, and I hope that you can help out with it. Just hold on. It actually started tonight. And, like I said, this is something new that we're starting. So we hope you will be able to do it to help me out. But you, if you would like to adopt Gator, these are the rules to adopt Gator. All you have to do is supply a little bit of beer, and a good chance to watch TV with sports. And you can actually pick my brain on all the knowledge I have. So if you want to adopt Gator, drop it in the comments, and the best person wins an all-inclusive chance to actually get to pick the Gator brain.
Prices start at 1 penny. We're gonna auction it off.
Actually, I think I'm worth more than a penny. We'll say a nickel.
Okay, a nickel.
Nickel. Just one nickel.
All right, everybody, you heard that promotion, but the only way you can get in on this deal is that if you subscribe, like, and comment, maybe even share it to your best sports buddies of all time. Because, as always, this is Sports Madness TV with your man Gator and
And
Hawk. I hope you all have a good night, good morning, or good evening.
catch y'all on the next episode.
Later.